All right, salute everybody's tapping on in. Y'all come on in the building. You know we going back to back. You know we going back to back with it. Hopefully you guys are all in here. Hopefully y'all get the notification. And we're going to get right into it. Carmelo Anthony, that boy, I told y'all he going to get that appeal. I believe that he was charged wrongly. I believe the maximum should have been a manslaughter charge in his case. And Carmelo Anthony, ladies and gentlemen, have hired the big dogs. Now, I saw this the other day in the paperwork that he had hired some big dogs for his appeal. Somebody dropped that bag on Carmelo Anthony to help him. So whoever dropped that bag behind the scenes for those lawyers, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, they came through. They felt like he got a big case. A lot of legal minds are saying that they feel like this dude has a great chance for a new trial. And I believe, you know, hey, he deserves a new trial. I believe he definitely got railroaded. When you look at the situation just in Texas alone, Collin County, when you look at the history of the district attorney, the assistant district attorney, the fact that they had all kind of rampant sexual harassment claims going on down there, where they had a payout settlement, they had quid pro quo claims going on down there. Then, you know what I'm saying, the judge, he had been found guilty on 2 different things in the past that, you know, in his career. Then the actual situation where Jake Lane goes out to the courthouse and threatens a jury, threatens to unalive Carmelo Anthony if the jury doesn't find him guilty. And the fact that they doxed Carmelo Anthony's home at first, he had to move. There should have been a movement of venue. Everything went wrong. Everything that could go wrong in that case did go wrong in that case for Carmelo Anthony. And I'm telling y'all, he's going to get a new trial. He's got big time. Somebody dropped the bag. Somebody dropped a stupid bag behind the scenes. He's got some big time attorneys now that's taking up his case. And I'm finna tell y'all about his attorneys he got. He got some big time attorneys taking up his case. Now, he's got, and I told you guys when I came in here the other day, he had to get some great appeal type of lawyers who are great on appeals. That's what you wanted to do. Carmelo Anthony, he went straight to the source this time. He went right to the NAACP. He went right on down there to the Texas NAACP down there and got himself some big time defense. Somebody saw this case and didn't like what they saw. Now, once again, I'm telling you guys, I don't think that Carmelo Anthony had the intention to go to the track to unalive somebody that day. I don't think that Carmelo Anthony unalived him purposely. I think Carmelo Anthony did want to retaliate, but I do not think Carmelo Anthony intended to take that boy's life. I would never believe that. Not a guy, his resume don't say that. His background don't say that. His makeup don't say that. Nothing about him say that. Nothing about him say that. So I would never believe that, right? I never believe that. Hold on, somebody tell me something. He got some great lawyers for his appeal. He got some great lawyers for his appeal. Now, I'm finna tell y'all what's going on with his lawyers. Y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in here, share the video, like the video. And I saw this the other day in the paperwork. I didn't say anything about it because I needed to know who the lawyers were. I saw this. This was in the paperwork the other day. I just didn't say anything because I didn't know who the lawyers were. I knew he hired somebody because I saw it in the paperwork. But I didn't know exactly who he hired until today. And now I'll bring you guys the information on the people he hired. So he hired Russell Wilson II and also Brooke. He also hired a woman by the name of Brooke Clauss, right? And we're going to get into these attorneys that he hired for his appeal. Again, y'all smash the like button, share the video, like the video. I don't know why notifications ain't going on. It don't make no sense whatsoever. Y'all need to go ahead and share this video. Like the video as y'all come on in here. Why notifications are not coming out, I don't have no idea. I have zero idea why notifications ain't going out. But they should be going out. So anyways, Russell Wilson II, he's a highly prominent criminal defense and appellate attorney that's based in Dallas, Texas, right? Now, here's the thing. Now, he understands the law down there in Dallas, Texas, right? He understands the Texas law, period. So I say that's good because he understands the laws in Texas. You want a guy who understands the laws in that. Now, I originally said he should have got a lawyer from out of state when he originally fought his trial. That way, that lawyer didn't have any connections down there in Collin County. The fact that he got a lawyer that's right down there, it just didn't make any sense to me. I was just like, man, come on, bro. You got to understand, these people talk to each other. You never know what their mindset's going to be. You always got to get somebody a little further from the case because they're going to have a keener eye. If you're going to get somebody that's down there, have them as an assistant, not the lead. But anyways, so Russell Wilson II is a highly prominent criminal defense and appellate attorney that's down there in Dallas, Texas. He has 30 years of legal experience, you guys, in state and federal courts. Also, he's board certified in criminal law, handling complex federal prosecutions, state felonies, direct appeals, and post-conviction writs. So this guy right here, yeah, all right. So he know what he's doing. He's a former special fields bureau chief for the Dallas County District Attorney's Office. Now, he supervised the Conviction Integrity Unit and assisted in numerous exonerations, right? So, once again, he has assisted in numerous exonerations. Russell Wilson II, Carmelo Anthony's new attorney. He got a new attorney quick, too. Somebody dropped that bag on that behind that boy. Somebody dropped that bag on this boy. They dropped that B-A-G on this boy. Somebody came through and dropped a bag. Quiet though. It's one of them celebrities came through and dropped that bag. Quiet though. That way they couldn't shut down his GoFundMes. Quiet though. They dropped that bag. The attorney already done been paid. Somebody already came through and gave them their retainer. I saw it the other day. I didn't talk about it because I didn't know who it was. I saw it on the dockets that he had hired an attorney. I said, oh, he hired an attorney? But I just didn't know who it was, so I didn't say nothing. Because I didn't know who it was. If I don't know who it was, I'm not going to come in here and act like I know who it is. You feel me? Anyways, though, the background is this, you guys. So he's a special fields bureau chief, a former one, right, for the Dallas County District Attorney's Office, where he supervised the Conviction Integrity Unit and assisted in numerous exonerations. So he serves as an adjunct professor at SMU Law School, right? So he's got a big time lawyer. This dude right here is a real deal, right? And so, he's basically out of the law office of Russell Wilson II, which is located down there in Dallas, Texas, right? Down there on Pacific Ave. Now, the other attorney he got is a female. Her name is Brooke Clauss. Now, Brooke Clauss. Clouse, one or the other. Clauss, however you want to pronounce it. Forgive me, ma'am. But she's a civil rights and criminal defense attorney, right? And she's often been associated herself with high-stakes litigation, right? So basically, the chief of staff, it was her role, and executive liaison at Ben Crump Law, PLLC, right? The education, she graduated magna cum laude from Grambling State University. Oh, he went straight to the P. He went straight to the PJs and got himself the top lawyers out the PJs. Man, she was magna cum laude from Grambling State University and earned her JD, right, from South Texas College of Law. So he had people that specialize down there in the state of Texas in that type of law, right? I'm telling y'all this. Watch what I tell y'all. They're going to get his conviction overturned. They'll probably get him charged with manslaughter. Watch what I tell y'all. And he'll probably end up doing 5 to 10 years in prison. That's my prediction. That was my prediction from the start. But I didn't know his lawyers are so incompetent. I didn't know that entire situation, but now I know. Also, affiliations, the member of the state bar, she is of Texas, National Bar Association, and the National Association of Criminal Defense Lawyers Task Force on Police Accountability, right? That's the lady who's on his new legal team, right? Now, think about this, right? So he's forming a team up now. He's got a team down there now, right? Now, matter of fact, let me show y'all these people, right? I'm going to show y'all these people. Y'all know how I do, man. I got to pop out and show ninjas. This man got a lawyer that looked like, what's the dude's name, y'all? His lawyer looked like Cornell West. Carmelo Anthony got a Cornell West looking lawyer right now, y'all. There you go right there, y'all. Carmelo Anthony got a Cornell West looking lawyer. Straight like that. You know he coming for square business. There you go right there. There you go. That's John Doe. There you go. That's John Doe. Right? This is where you can find his information. He, the real deal Holyfield. Right? The real deal Holyfield. Now you got somebody that you know is going to fight in your interest. See what I'm saying? Now you have somebody you know that's going to fight in your interest. Now, I'm telling y'all, they saw something in this case that I saw, which is it was backwards. It was backwards. And I guarantee you, and this guy right here, he's already a good lawyer from when I'm reading Russell Wilson II. He has a chance to become Johnny Cochran-ish if he can turn this thing around. If he can turn this thing around, he's going to be forever. He's going to have a job forever and ever, high price in the black community. So they're gonna. His name is going to go down in the history books. Trust me when I tell y'all this. If he turns this thing around, right, where a guy been convicted and sentenced to 35 years, and let's say he even gets into a manslaughter to where the man gets 8 years in prison, bro, that is a crazy turnaround win. That's a crazy turnaround win. Y'all see it right here. It's all right here, right? Right? He's been licensed to practice law, you guys, since 1995, right? He was also admitted to practice before the United States District Courts for the Northern, Southern, and Eastern District of Texas, as well as the United States Court of Appeals for the Fifth Circuit, right? Over the course of his career, he has earned the respect of peers and professional organizations alike, including recognition as a recipient of the 38th Annual Elite News Pearl C. Anderson Award. He also maintains a perfect 10.0 rating on Avo, reflecting consistent client satisfaction and professional excellence. Once again, we gotta see, this is the type of stuff you have to look at right here. You have to look at, okay, what is he a great appeals attorney? Yes, he is. On Avo, he has a perfect 10.0 rating that reflects consistent client satisfaction and professional excellence. Right? Now, in addition to his legal practice, he remains actively engaged in the legal community. He served as president of the Sarah T. Hughes American Inn of Court and maintains professional affiliations with the Texas Association of District and Criminal Court Attorneys, the Dallas Bar Association, and William Mag Taylor American Inn of Court, and the J.L. Turner Legal Association. Notably, he is board certified in criminal law by the Texas Board of Legal Specialization, a distinction held by a select group of Texas attorneys. Carmelo Anthony parents got down in the huddle, and they got away from all this social media crap, and they got down in the huddle. They got with somebody who was talking a real talk, and they got them in the room with somebody real. That's exactly what they did. They got him in the room with somebody that's real. That's exactly what they did. That's exactly what they did. That's exactly what they did. So now when you look at it, I'm telling y'all what's up. I'm telling y'all what's up. Right? You guys can see what I'm talking about. You guys can see what I'm talking about. Smash the like button, share the videos, y'all come on in here. Now, the lady that he's got, right? She about that life too. She about that life too. Most deaf. She about that life too. And she looking. Lord have mercy. And he know what I want. And he know what I want. Long hair, don't care if it's weave or not. A dirt chick. There she go right there. Brooke Clauss joined the Ben Crump Law in 2023 as an attorney and executive liaison to attorney Ben Crump. Attorney Clouse is a skilled litigator and advocate for the disenfranchised. She zealously defended and sought justice for hundreds of clients while serving as a public defender for the Felony Trial Division of the Harris County Public Defender's Office in Houston, Texas. Her devotion to safeguarding her clients' equal protection under the law resulted in numerous cases dismissals and professional accolades, eventually earning the attention of Attorney Crump. Oh, they're going to be mad about this. In addition to Attorney Clouse's litigation savvy, she is an entrepreneur, a philanthropist. Attorney Clouse worked for one of the largest insurance companies in America as a spokeswoman for media and community relations. As an independent agent, her corporate skill set and business acumen suited her well and garnered much success in the insurance industry. However, Attorney Clouse's ambition is fueled by challenging injustice and providing a voice to the voiceless, which ultimately led her to pursue civil rights litigation. Attorney Clouse was born and raised in Lafayette, Louisiana, where she grew up watching her parents, both ministers and retired educators. Y'all smash the like button. Served the community as social justice activists. She followed in their footsteps, graduating magna cum laude from Grambling State University. Oh yeah, she right down there from the HBC. You! Oh, believe it. Please believe it. Believe it, please. Please, and she looking solid. Solid. Right out of Grambling State. Straight like that. Oh yeah. Right? She obtained her Juris Doctor from South Texas College of Law in Houston, Texas. While at South Texas, she excelled in criminal defense and trial advocacy clinics. She is also certified mediator in the state of Texas. Her professional affiliations include the State Bar of Texas, National Bar Association, Houston Lawyers Association, National Association of Criminal Defense Lawyers, Task Force on Police Accountability, Houston Area Urban League, and Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Oh yeah, she looking good. She looking good. Oh, she looking good. Lord have mercy. And he know what I want. He know what I want. He know what I want. Oh. Lord have mercy. Oh my goodness gracious. What are we doing? So, most definitely, you guys, right? They're going to find every error. Now, let's go over why these lawyers are important. And y'all smash the like button and share the video as y'all come on in here, because I got to break this down for y'all. We're going to go over why these lawyers are very important that he got. You know what I'm saying? Man, she can defend me any day. I take you down. She can defend me any day. I take you down. So they can help Carmelo because what they can do is, you guys, and I'm going to break this down for y'all, they can systematically find and exploit reversible legal errors. Now, see, this is what I told y'all. Remember I told y'all on this channel? I don't have to come on here and cap. I'm going to just tell you what a TI is. I told y'all this. I'm finna be doing 100 videos. I'm just going to tell you what's up. Straight like that. The boy going to win an appeal. I told y'all this. He going to win an appeal. It was so many things I told y'all from day one that went wrong. Then you had old Eddie up there lying, right? Lying and changing up his story. They finna got daggone all this. The jury, the jurisdiction of this case, they finna tear all this up, right? And I'm telling you, here's the thing. The thing that they did not prove, but the problem is that the defense didn't do a great job is talking about Carmelo Anthony's purpose. And nobody asked Carmelo, hey man, did you intend to kill that man? Carmelo would have damn sure said no if he was on the stand. Anybody with common sense. I'm not saying he's not responsible for the death of Austin Metcalf. R.I.P. to Austin Metcalf, man. All I'm saying is that I don't think he meant to kill him. So when y'all arrest this man and put him in there for cold-blooded murder, I don't believe that. I believe that Carmelo Anthony intended to hurt him, not kill him. Meaning, get him off of him. I believe Carmelo Anthony intended to get that man off of him and get out of there. Right? That's what I believe. I don't believe that he knew he was going to poke him right there in the heart, man. That's heartbreaking. But I don't believe he thought that. You can't convince me. And here's the reason why. If you look at any other crime like that, if you trying to get somebody out there, bro, you're not poking one time. And think about this. If Carmelo Anthony was really trying to take somebody like, he'd have poked everything out there. He would have started winging that thing like it was something, like it was no tomorrow. Trust what I tell y'all this. It wouldn't have just been one. He'd have been swinging. If that's the case. If he was really trying to do something crazy. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, they did this man disgusting in that aspect. And for the fact that he didn't get a different jurisdiction to do that trial, the fact that you had the lowest of the earth and guys like Jake Lang to go out there who's stone cold racist and threaten to unalive this boy if the jury didn't vote, bro, all that put together, bro. Plus the fact they gave this man a 5-hour defense, a pack of now-and-laters, and a 3-hour break. There ain't no way in hell you supposed to, bro. We doubling back. We damn sure ain't sitting on that. Smash the like button if y'all come on in here. Y'all already know what I'm talking about. So, anyways, the two lawyers he got now, right? What they're going to do, you guys, they're going to do this. They're going to systematically find and exploit all the reversible legal errors from this trial that just happened. This is what they're going to do, right? And they're going to go get his 35-year murder conviction overturned, right? Or at least get his sentence vastly reduced. This is what they're going to do, right? This is what they're going to do, right? So it's not going to be any new testimony from scratch, right? But their strategy is going to have to rely on meticulous legal and procedural maneuvers, right? So let me give y'all ways so they can scrutinize the whole trial record. This is what they can do, meaning that the team's immediate focus is conducting an independent review of the entire trial transcript, court reporter notes, and evidence that was submitted, you guys, during that 2-week trial, which was too short. They'll look for any missteps made by the judge, the prosecution, or the original defense team that could form a basis of a formal appeal brief. Now, how do I know this? Because what they're going to do is, you guys, is this. They're going to start right at the beginning, jury selection. The Batson rule. That right there, jury selection. Strike down 1 black, strike down 2 black, strike down the last 3 black jurors. That right there, that's where we start right there. That's the framework of where we're starting right there. Secondly, we're going to go to the fact that this case should have been moved to an entirely different jurisdiction, being that his family's address was doxed. Not only his, both families' address were doxed, and people were threatening both sides. That's enough. That's beyond enough for a change of jurisdiction. The fact that his previous lawyer didn't ask for that is insane. So he would have, and it would have been damn right even more insane if they would have asked for it and they were rejected a new venue to hear this case. See, all of these little things right here, these are procedural things, right? Procedural things. They also can challenge the rejection of self-defense, right? What do I mean by that? Ticket, what do you mean by they can challenge it? I'll tell you what it means. That means that the trial defense, they argue basically that he acted in self-defense, right? During that confrontation with Austin Metcalf, right? At the Frisco track. But the two lawyers he got now, what they're going to do, you guys, they're going to look at and pretty much analyze how the judge instructed the jury, right? Regarding the Texas self-defense laws. That's another big thing. And I keep trying to tell y'all this. What are you talking about, Ticket? The judge, a lot goes into how he gives his instructions. When the jury goes in, the judge is the one that gives the instructions to the jury on how you're supposed to look at this, how you're supposed to look at that, how you're supposed to judge this, how you're supposed to judge that. If the judge doesn't give the proper instructions or if he doesn't explain it in a proper way, that can vastly affect the jury and change the outcome of a trial. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all, the boy should have been charged with manslaughter. That's it. It's not going to be self-defense. Everybody talking about self-defense. That's off the table. People in the comment section, he's not getting off on self-defense. You guys, listen, black folk, I know we upset about everything that's going on. Listen, a person died at his hands. He's not going to walk out on self-defense because of the proportionate avenue. What's going to happen is he should have been charged with manslaughter and sentenced to 5 to 8 years in prison. Period. That's it. Because somebody died at his hands. But the whole point of the case is that he did not intend. He never went with the intent. He didn't intend to unalive this man. That's the point. They tried to say he went over there unannounced, started shit, and intended, and then unalived that man. That's why he got the sentence he got. The man should have been charged with manslaughter and face 2 to probably 8 years in prison. I'm giving you real legal. I'm not giving you no YouTube fake ass, capping ass, come 100 million time videos type of trash over here, bro. I'm telling y'all real legal type talk. You don't believe me? Ask any lawyer in America. Ask any lawyer in America, because you got a dead body. You have to account for that dead body. Right? Meaning, he pushed you. You poked him. Right? Point blank period. You didn't mean to unalive him, but he came up. He's not here no more. So the fact that he didn't have a weapon, you had a weapon, right? That right there, and he came. I'm just telling y'all what it is, right? So my whole thing is the man shouldn't, to me, be honest with you, shouldn't even got more than 5-6 years in prison, bro. Manslaughter, 4 or 5 years in prison. Okay. Real talk. I watched it. Go look up the NBA player, Jason Williams. The NBA player that played for the New Jersey Nets. He got a manslaughter charge for shooting a dude. That man didn't do as much time as Carmelo Anthony's doing. He straight up shot a dude and got a manslaughter charge. So I'm telling y'all this. So what they're going to do is they're fighting to get his sentence lowered, right? In this appeal situation. Or his conviction overturned. Straight like, which means he will be, if they go back at it, he going to be facing a manslaughter charge at the most. Right? So here's the thing, and I'm sorry for arguing with y'all, but I had to get my point across because some people just don't understand. They don't want to accept facts when you give it to them, right? I'm just giving you the cool, cold, hard facts, right? So check it out, y'all. So that's what they're going to do. They're going to look at that's why I wanted to see the, as soon as I get those trial transcripts, I'm reading them. But the transcripts, they got to go through all the transcripts, you guys, and they're going to be looking at that judge to see if he did anything wrong. The prosecution, they can find all kind of hiccups. That's how these lawyers are professionals at doing that, right? Right? Or the original defense team that could form the basis of a formal appeal brief. So these things are different things, you guys, that you got to look at also, you guys, right? His defense argued that he acted in self-defense, as I told y'all, during the physical confrontation, right? So they're going to analyze, again, I told y'all, how the judge looked at that jury, how he instructed the jury, right? Regarding the self-defense laws in Texas. So if the jury instructions were, let's say he didn't word it correctly or he didn't say it right, what happens, right? Or he failed to accurately convey the legal threshold for self-defense, right? His lawyers, right, can get an appellate court to rule that it's a reversible error and Carmelo Anthony get a new trial. Period. I'm telling y'all what's up, right? Also, what they're going to do, they're going to be looking at all the evidentiary rulings, right? Now, a major component of this case, right? Now, here's the thing right here. This is where all these people who lied are going to get exposed on YouTube. And I told y'all this. Listen, I come on YouTube. I don't want to lie. I don't have to beat you lying. I don't need no type of performance enhancement. All these people lying about, I seen a tape. I saw another tape. That's a lie. You know why? And that lie is going to get proven. You know why? Because Carmelo Anthony, now he have the Dream Team Part 2. And guess what they can do, y'all? Right? And this is a major component of the case, right? They're going to go over and look over all of the evidence rulings. That's all of the evidence. All of it, right? What do I mean? This is a major component in this case now, y'all. And it involved the admission of specific video footage and a flood of social media posts that have surrounded this whole web on this incident, right? Now, the attorneys are going to be able to evaluate, y'all, whether or not the judge improperly admitted prejudicial or inadmissible evidence, or if he blocked video footage. You're going to find the truth. What his lawyer's going to do, they have access to everything. If somebody lied and the judge blocked a video that all these people say, we saw the video, man, we saw it. They lying their ass off. I know they lying. But if they did, his lawyers are going to be able to see all of that because they're going to be able to analyze every single thing that the judge did or didn't do. There ain't going to be no hiding. His lawyers they got right now, they're going to break this whole case down piece by piece. They're going to look at everything. So if the judge, if he left any video out, they're going to find it. I guarantee you they're not going to need it. The video doesn't exist. They're not going to need it. People got to realize this on YouTube. Carmelo Anthony's own spokesperson went on Nick at Night and he says, man, I can't confirm that dude got jumped. He's telling y'all that. But you still got all these people who was nowhere around the case talking about he got jumped. We don't have to cheat to win. We don't need that. We're going to win off the strength of the muscle. Period. Now let's keep going. So they can look at that, right? And they're going to look at all the things. They're going to look at things that the judge may have admitted that shouldn't have been admitted. They're going to look at everything and all the evidence that the judge didn't let in the court. And they're going to be able to determine whether or not the judge should have been able to let that in the court, right? Think about what I just said now. Think about what I just said, right? And I'm going to tell y'all something. This is the most important fight of Carmelo Anthony's life. And I'm going to tell y'all why. The reason why I say this right now, and I say this from the beginning, I'm willing to put any amount of money on it. I believe he gets an appeal. I believe he gets a new trial. I believe he gets manslaughter. And I believe he gets no more than 5 to 8 years in prison. That's it. And I believe he walks out right after that. I think first-degree murder, off the table. Some people think, and they say, oh, if he go back ticket, if he get a new trial, they will give him more time. No, they're not. No, they're not. Because you know what's going to happen when he gets a new trial? Oh, shit, they're going to slow walk that goddamn jury process. Oh, we gonna slow walk that jury. Oh, you going to have some black folks up in that jury, buddy. Not only that, we going to make sure that these witnesses can't lie and perjure themselves on the stand. That's another thing. See, when you got lawyers that are looking at everything, now they can bring all this up. All them people lied on stand, showed y'all this stuff, right? So listen to what I just said to y'all. Listen to what I just said. So they're going to get all of the information. And his lawyers, they're specialists in this. He got 2 black lawyers. I'm talking about, I looked them up. They the real deal Holyfield. Peep what I told y'all now. So all the haters and all the doubters who say, hey, you got to get in trouble. Okay, wait and see. I promise you. That's what I think is going to happen. He's going to win an appeal. He's going to get a new trial. He's going to be charged with a manslaughter, which is what he should have been charged with the first time. He's going to be convicted of manslaughter. And he's going to walk out of prison. By that time, he'll walk out in 1 year, 2 years. Period. I'm telling y'all that's what's going to happen. And the only reason why they're going to hit him with a manslaughter is because Austin Metcalf didn't have a weapon. That's the reason why he's going to get, and because there's no way they can prove he tried to kill that boy. Purposely. So what is that? That's accidental death. Manslaughter. Period. Manslaughter. Manslaughter literally is accidental death. Like, I didn't try to kill you. That's like if I hit you in your face and you die. I didn't try to kill you, but you died. I still have to account for that body, even if we were fighting. Manslaughter. Now, here's the difference. The difference is if you were overpowering me in that very instance where that situation happened, and I use equal or force, but I even the odds, basically. Right? So all that stuff I'm trying to tell y'all, listen when I tell y'all this. Listen when I tell y'all. Watch what I tell y'all. His lawyers now, everybody who was saying, hey man, they hide the tape. His lawyer's gonna tell y'all they ain't hide no tape. He had 2 new black lawyers. That's top notch. They're gonna find that there was no tape that was hidden. Trust me. They're gonna win just off the strength of the muscle. They're gonna get that case overturned, get a new trial. Watch what I tell y'all this. Watch what I tell y'all. Watch what I tell y'all, man. Watch what I tell y'all. And I'm gonna say this too. Here's the problem that Metcalf and them gonna have. Let me say this. If they get enough blacks on that jury, if they get enough blacks on a new trial, like if they get majority black on the new trial, the Metcalf family gonna be mad at a mofo. That's all I'm gonna say. So, as I told you guys, also, they're gonna be arguing for the sentence reduction, right? His new lawyers, the sudden passion, what I told y'all, that was the 2 to 20 year situation, right? He probably got 10 years, been out, and probably like, what do you gotta do? 85%, probably been out like 8 years, right? He'd have been out before he was 30, right? But let's talk about this. So basically, during the sentence phase, the jury, they decided to find that, you know what I'm saying, they were able to decide whether or not they was going to find sudden passion, and they didn't do it. So illegal filing under the Texas law, that's an illegal filing under Texas law, y'all, that could have significantly dropped his maximum prison exposure under 35 years. His only max would have been 20 years, right? So the legal team can argue that the evidence presented overwhelmingly supported the sudden passion, which is what I believe. That's right there at manslaughter. That's 2 to 20. You probably going to be looking at 10 years, do 8, you out. Right? So what is a sudden passion? That's exactly what this case is. It's manslaughter, sudden passion. Carmelo Anthony's in a situation. He gets overwhelmed. He sees a bunch of people around him. See, this is the part people not telling y'all. He's seeing all these bodies converging. One dude pushes him while he's sitting down. He reacts to that dude, but he's seeing everybody else. What is Carmelo? Everybody keep talking about, oh, all he did was push him. What do you think Carmelo's thinking is coming after that push? You think Carmelo's thinking he just gonna push me and that's it? Carmelo's thinking, man, he pushed me. Shit, they all might jump on me. I'm sitting here in the middle. I'm sitting right here in the midst of all of them, right? So I'm sitting down. He stands up over me. He pushes me out the tent. So far, tried to push me out the tent, right? Think about this. The only way Carmelo had to go was up, right? So these are the different things I'm telling y'all. I just don't believe Carmelo Anthony tried to unalive that boy. I don't. You will never convince me of that, bro. I will never go to sleep convinced that he tried to take that boy's life. His whole makeup ain't like, if Carmelo Anthony was in a gang, he was a convicted killer. I mean, he had been in a lot of fights. I would think different. The fact that this is the thing people got to think about. This man got a clean background, bro. He ain't even on that. So, and you don't even know what the hell was going on in his life. They didn't present any of these factors to show you why he was carrying a knife. What if they can prove he was being bullied? And that's why. It's not illegal to carry a 3.5-inch knife. It's against school rules. But everybody asked he was never even able to explain the reason. Right? Think about that. We don't know if there's a whole nother backstory that we didn't even heard about. Why? They ain't even put the boy on the stand. Now, let's keep going, right? So their legal team, they can argue that the evidence presented overwhelmingly supported the sudden passion, right? Right? And they can assert that the jury's rejection of that was legally or factually insufficient based on the record, right? And listen, once again, this is a big thing. Why was he under the tent? That's going to be a huge thing in his appeal. Watch what I tell y'all this. His appeal while he was under the tent, that's the whole purpose of this. They were saying he was under the tent trying to cause shit, looking for problems. He said, nah, man, I'm cool with Eddie. Eddie invited me under here. That's my boy. Eddie says he goes to court and say, that ain't my friend. Then this nigga show all the photos of them together. That we not friends? That changed everything. That changed his reasoning for being under there. Now they can't say he came under there looking for trouble. How he come looking for trouble if he know this dude and that's his boy? Bingo. And all that was put in court. The photos was entered in the evidence. I showed y'all that on this channel. So these are other things that his appeal lawyers can look out for, right? They also are going to examine whether his constitutional rights were violated, right? Meaning whether the state withheld evidence. Let me say this again. whether or not the state withheld. All these people talking about they held out the tape, they had the tape. Y'all gonna find out. And I want everybody, like I said before, I ain't going nowhere. I want everybody that was talking that shit, I want y'all to come back over here, because he got 2 black lawyers. Y'all ain't got no excuses now. When his new lawyers say, hey man, they ain't had no tape, bro, but he was did wrong. When they say he ain't got no tape, I just want everybody to come over here and put some respect on my name. That's all. And say, Tiki, you was right, man. There wasn't no other tape, man. But you know what I'm saying? They did do him dirty out there, which I felt like they did him dirty. But it ain't no other tape. Black folk putting D's on this because they mad as hell because of what happened to this brother, when they don't even have to do that. Let's keep going. Also, jury misconduct they can be looking at too. Y'all checking outside media or racial bias, improperly influence, right? The jurors during their 3 hours of deliberation. Jake Lang. The fact that Jake Lang was out there before they even went to jury deliberation. Jake Lang was out there the days before talking shit. Talking about what he was going to do if they didn't. And that's why Jake Lang charge was so important. Remember I told y'all that first? Everybody slept on Jake Lang. Jake Lang has a big part in this. They're going to be looking at that Jake Lang thing very closely. Because the judge, remember, I told y'all, everybody who's listening to my channel, I told y'all the judge did a lot of things. And what was the one thing the judge did? The judge, he was strict on everything except for that jury. He let that jury go home every single day. And what was that jury able to do when they go home every day? Listen to all of the shit that was spewed about Carmelo Anthony on the media. And guess what, y'all? They white folks. They Middle Eastern folks. It wasn't no black folks. So what news you think they going home watching? They going home watching Fox and all these other news that's out here canning on the young fella. Think about what I'm saying now. It's a different dynamic, right? So they can look at that too. Also, they can look at the ineffective assistance of his lawyers, right? And they can check to see if his lawyers made egregious errors during that trial that violated Carmelo Anthony's Sixth Amendment right to a competent representation, which is what I told y'all this. Put some respect on my name. Put some respect on my name. And when they find out that them lawyers are incompetent, you get this man a 5-hour defense. A 5-hour defense. This boy facing life in prison. 99 years. That right there. The fact that you didn't get the venue moved. Smash the like button. The fact that you didn't ask no questions about, hey man, are these guys properly, are they legitimate to even look over this case with their current history and record? Meaning the DA, what the situation that happened then with the sexual assault. Think about that, right? Allegation, sexual harassment allegations, assault allegations, and the quid pro quo and all that shit they had going on down there. Should they have even been being able to preside over cases? These are all the different things I'm looking at. I'm telling y'all this. I ain't got to send it to him. His lawyers already know this. That nigga, hey, somebody dropped the bag behind the scenes. Somebody, some celebrity. And I'm going to tell y'all this. We'll never know who did it. And I'm going to tell y'all why. That celebrity, unless they come out and say it, just don't give a F. Whoever did it, they ain't never going to say who they did it. Because they not going to want to, like, cause themselves to have that type of heat. Whoever did that, they did that shit in silence. They came and said, yo, don't drop that bag. Get you these real lawyers right here. These real appeal lawyers. Them niggas don't come cheap, bro. You know how much some appeal lawyers cost? You know how much some appeal lawyers cost? That boy was just talking about the other day he ain't had no money and that he needed a court-appointed attorney. I saw it the other day. I saw it in the dockets. Because y'all know I stay in the paperwork. I saw in the dockets he signed a new attorney. I never did a video about it because I didn't know who he signed because it didn't say the name. Until now. Until now. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all let me know what y'all think. This thing finna get very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Like, share, subscribe. F with me, you know I got it. You know I got it. Hit that like button, share the video, y'all. Y'all let me know in the comment section, who y'all think dropped that bag on them lawyers, man? Who y'all think it was? Let me know. Hey, we always appreciate the support, and if you guys want to do so, you can use the Cash App or PayPal links. They'll be in the description box below this video or pinned at the top of the comments. The top donators will be announced every month. All right, you guys, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, share, and subscribe. Make sure y'all cop the merch, and make sure
that you get the weight loss